welcome back to the Talk to Me Tuesdays with your main man, Lonzo Low. You know what I'm saying? It feels good to be back here for another week. This is different from me talking on camera, because I have to really try to focus my eyes on talking to the camera all the time. But it's something new that I'm slowly figuring out. But whatever, right? So this week, like last week, it was like a test run episode, trying to figure out how to get the camera angle and trying to figure out the audio and everything else, blah blah blah, whatever, right? But slowly, every other week, after week after week, I'm trying to figure out how to do this little shit. But you know what I'm saying? So, you folks out there, bear with me, please. Bear with me, please, because I'm still trying to figure this whole podcast and shit out, especially like on video. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, this week with your man Lonzo Low with Talk to Me Tuesdays, I wanted to talk about something kind of like not controversy at all, but like something that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? And I be listening to like a lot of what you might call podcasts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Listening to their topics, and a lot of them kind of sound repetitive. You feel me? So I want to talk about something a little different that most people don't. Or I don't want to touch on topics that most people probably wouldn't touch on. You know what I'm saying? So this week I wanted to touch on co-parenting, and I feel like a lot of people don't touch on this topic because it could be a little touchy, or people who are in the position or who are in the situation right now of co-parenting is not in a good space with the mother of their child or the father of their child or whatever. So I want to talk about, when it comes to, and this is for people who have kids who are separated from their person and who's currently co-parenting. And then for the people who either don't have kids and plan to have kids, or for the people who are already together and have children, this is something I want to talk about because this has to be a thought in the process where you and your mate, your partner, or whatever have to talk about it, just in case you two split and then you guys have to make arrangements between the kids and everything else, because a lot of people don't talk about these type of things while they're in the relationship. And that's one of the things that me and the mother of my children did, was to talk about if we was to split, how would things go, right? So I just want to speak on that for a little bit because I feel like that's something that not a lot of people talk about. You feel me? And it's very important to talk about this type of stuff because you never know when you're going to come into a spot in your life with a person that you might break off with them, and then now you have to figure out everything on your own as a single father or as a single mother. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. So, and I feel like it's very important to talk about this because it's like preventative maintenance type stuff. It's like, all right, cool. What if one day, right, we do separate, and you go one way, I go another way, and we still got children, we still got these kids to take care of. So it's like, how are we gonna make this shit work? I feel like that's a topic that a lot of people don't talk about, and we're here to talk about it today. We're here to talk about today on the Talk to Me Tuesdays. So please, please, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Comment in the comment section with your thoughts on this particular topic, and like the video if you fully understand or you fully agree, right? So first things first is, like I said before, like when me and the mother of my children were together, we would talk about certain things of saying like how would things would go if the boat shifted or the lane shifted between the two of us. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I said before, that's an important piece of information that needs to be talked about, that a lot of people don't You know what I'm saying? So my personal opinion is, if you have children with somebody, or planning to have children with somebody, or whatever the case may be, that conversation needs to come up at some point. And because of that, and the reason why, because you need to have a set plan for these kids, right? Now, give and take, I became a father myself at the very early age of 21. You know, I had my first son at 21. So pretty much all of my early childhood, I mean, not child, I'm sorry, all of my early 20s was taken up just by me being a parent. And, you know, just off of that alone was hard enough, but I wouldn't take it back for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, me being a father was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. You know what I'm saying? And that was in the point where, you know, I was still trying to learn myself at the same time, just being a father. So being a father at the age of 21 for the first time was a lot. It was a big difference, a big experience. And, you know, I can only imagine for the folks who's had children younger than that age, you know what I'm saying, trying to make whatever work for their child, with their partner, shall I say. Both, really. So, in my opinion, like I said before, I feel like if you don't have a plan, if you plan on having a child with somebody, if you have a child with somebody, or whatever, how it happens, at some point in y'all conversations needs to come up to say, like, at some point, if, you know, God forbid, if we split, how is this, you know, co-parenting thing going to work? Because a lot of times most women, or not even women, just in general, oh yeah, I guess if you want to say that, women, you know, they deal with the baby daddy or whatever you want to call them, and then they go straight to the court system. It's like, okay, I'm gonna put you on child support. They threaten with you to, oh, you on child support. The thing of that is, I could see that route if you're dealing with somebody who really just doesn't involve themselves in their child's life at all. Like, they're not there for, I'll say this, for me, when my first son was born, I was at every doctor's appointment. Every single one. The only doctor's appointment I missed was probably one. But my first son, I was at every single doctor's appointment. My second son, I made to as many as I can. And my daughter, I probably has only been to like 2, because she was born during the pandemic, and, you know, they had a thing where, you know, both parents can go in the same room or blah, 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 so whatever, right? But I feel like for that route, if that father is not fully involved in the child's life, or previously, before the child even getting here, not even showing signs of trying to be involved with the doctor's visits, you know what I'm saying, going to every doctor's appointment, trying to figure out, you know, the health of the child, you know what I'm saying, all that little intricate shit like that. I feel like if that father's not really, if he's not giving that effort, if he's never shown it, and if he doesn't seem like he's going to show it, or if he's just not involved at all, then yeah, I can understand going straight to the court system and be like, all right, I'm gonna have to put you on child support because you seem like you don't give a flying whatever about our child together, right? But if you're dealing with a man that's really like involved, he's really invested in trying to get to understand the process of giving birth of a baby and everything else, then after the child gets here, you know, if he's involved, if he's there at every doctor's visit, if he's, you know what I'm saying, showing that he cares, you know what I'm saying, if he's actually spending time with his child, if he's making an effort, you know what I'm saying, I feel like that right there is a different route that you should take instead of just going straight to court. And I'm only going to say it because a lot of times when it comes to 2 people, if they split and they got a child together, you know what I'm saying, and I'm going to be honest, a lot of times the women becomes bitter. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time, sometimes. And they get this mindset, I'm going to put you on child support, I'm going to put you on, like, if the man is involved in his child's life, like if he's been there since day one, if he's there active in his child's life, taking him to court is not going to be the best ideal, in my opinion, right? You know, whatever happened between y'all two is whatever happened between y'all two. And you have to, as a woman, think to yourself to not let yourself get so bitter over whatever happened to y'all two, knowing the fact that he's a good dad. You know, but whatever he did to me is whatever he did to me, and I will handle that whatever situation. But if he's fully active in his child's life, if he's, you know what I'm saying, trying to show effort, because, you know, you got some fathers that's really out here that's fully active in their children's life, and they still get put on child support because of, you know, the baby mama or whatever, just bitter. You know what I'm saying? Without really like thinking thoroughly into the whole full situation. If that man is fully involved in a child's life, I don't think that going straight to the court system is the option. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say for myself, like with the mother of my children, like I said, I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to get into my personal business on this joint like that. Nah, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, for me, like the mother of my children, she was, I'll give her that she was, yeah, like for the mother of my children, she was at least reasonable enough with me to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was at least reasonable enough with me to, like, have something laid out, you know what I'm saying, before we split. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, a lot of times when you come to that point, this will always be something set already before you even get to it. You know what I'm saying? So for the fathers out there, that's really like, how do I say this? For the fathers, for the dudes that's out there that's trying to lay down with a woman, if you know you're not trying to have nothing, no baby or nothing like with a woman, play it safe, period. There's no other way around that. Play it safe. Wear a condom, whatever. Make sure shorty on birth control. Better yet, make sure y'all both ain't carrying nothing. Go get a test together. Make sure y'all both ain't got nothing before you even get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Communicate. Have these conversations before you lay down with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, you know what I'm saying? People had their one night stands and people had their little whatever. That's cool. But at some point in the conversation, you gotta ask a man, be like, look, I'm not trying to have no babies with you. I'm not trying to have no babies myself. So, because of that alone, this is the way I'm gonna move. And as a woman, you have to say, okay, I'm not trying to have no babies with you neither. I'm gonna play it like this. You feel me? So for the folks who out there who's trying to have fun, live their life without no kids, play it safe every time. Because once you have a baby involved, your life has changed forever. Even for the men who don't want no kids and who have babies, who's not involved in their child, your life has changed forever, dog. You understand? So, like, there's no way around it. I don't give a damn, you know what I'm saying, how you move. You know what I'm saying? If you a man that you got plenty of children and you ain't taking care of none of them, your life is still changed, bro. For real. For real. You need to take care of responsibilities as a man. Period. And then as a woman, if you know that you're dealing with a man that don't want no children, then you need to play it safe for yourself. You need to play it safe for yourself. That way that you don't have no other issues down the line with this man. Make a baby with somebody that you really want to make a baby with. But if you're going to be laying down and just having fun with folks, that's cool. That's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Just play it safe. Period. Because I know for me, when I had my children, when the mother of my children, even my first son, I already knew that she got pregnant. Even before she got, I already knew if I get her pregnant, that's cool, that's fine. I'm going to be involved. I'm going to be there for my child, regardless if we stay together or not. I already had it in my mindset. So that I didn't play it safe with her because I already had it in my mindset. You know what I'm saying? I knew she was a good woman. I knew she was going to be a good mother, but not because of that, because I knew that as a man of myself and my own, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be the best father I can be regardless. I already had it in my mindset before I had kids. So if you don't have that type of mindset, then you need to play it safe all the way. From top to bottom, bro. For real. So for the folks out there who's listening, and then, you know, y'all trying to co-parent, have these conversations before. If y'all in a relationship now, have the conversations right now just in case, because no relationship is guaranteed to last forever. At all. At all. For real. Had these conversations before, because like when the shit hit the fan and y'all split, now it's like, okay, what do we do now? What do we do now? You know what I'm saying? If that man is involved in his child's life, and you as a woman, if you know you're going to be the main guardian, the main caretaker of that child, like, look, we not together, but I know you are a good man to your child. Whatever happened between me and you and I, it was whatever happened between you and I. But because I know you're a good man to your child, let's do this. And as a man, you got to be like, all right, cool. As long as everything is reasonable of what she's asking for, you go, all right, cool. Vice versa with the man. If he's the main guardian and he's dealing with a woman, same thing. But y'all got to have these conversations, these co-parenting conversations, regardless if y'all together or not. I know that these conversations ain't the best thing to have, but they need to be talked about, especially for the folks. Especially for the folks who aren't involved like that with each other. They just doing whatever they doing in their own time. You have to carry it like that. Or if not that, they play it safe. So that way you can prevent all of that. And then for the people who are in relationships that have children, y'all need to talk about that too. Because you never know, bro. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So have these co-parenting conversations before anything else, because you just never know if the relationship is going to last or not. And then if the shit don't last, then y'all got to have a whole nother separate conversation outside of that. That's why between me and my baby, not baby mom, but the mother of my children, that when we split, I already knew what was up, because we had that conversation before we even split of how things was going to go. To keep it out of the court system. She, you know what I'm saying? She gave me that utmost respect, because she knew I was going to be involved in my children's life, regardless of if she was in the picture with me or not. You understand? So, at the end of the day, if you a man or a woman or whoever, and if you got children or plan to have children, have this conversation. It's very important. Not a lot of people talk about it at all. And it's sad, because a lot of people need to talk about this conversation. You know, a lot of people need to talk about these type of things, because when shit hit the fan and there's, you know what I'm saying, y'all splitting and everything else, now you got to have a whole conversation about that when you could have prevented all of that. You understand? So have that conversation. Very important. If you're involved with somebody or not involved with somebody, and you're doing whatever y'all doing, have that conversation. Please. Please. It can prevent so many things, other things from happening outside of that. Have that conversation. Please. Because at the end of the day, the most important person out of the whole party is the child. That's it. That's the most important person out of the conversation, is the child. You know what I'm saying? So, have a conversation with your loved one, with your spouse, or with somebody you just having sex with or whatever. Have a conversation because it's very important. You know what I'm saying? So for the folks who out there who's listening, please leave a comment in the comment section and give me your thoughts. Give me what you think about. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Y'all know I still got my Instagram and Twitter open. Is the Hangout Podcast on both IG and Twitter. Please, 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 please. I can't stress this enough, y'all. Please DM me, comment anything, bro. Anything that y'all got an opinion on, question on, advice, anything. That's what this whole talk to me Tuesday is about. Is to connect with y'all and talk with y'all and, you know what I'm saying, give y'all advice or give me advice or anything, bro. Just to converse with y'all, connect with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So please, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Instagram, Twitter, go follow that. DM me any questions or concerns you might have, any advice you want to ask me. Your main man Lonzo Low. Anything, I'm always open. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. This is your main man, Lonzo Low, signing out to you at Talk to Me Tuesday.